after a wild beginning at Daytona, which culminated in the returning Bane Hamlin 11:21's victory, the round 2 of the Samsung SuperSpeedway series traveled all the way to Dragon-Nett Speedway in Greensburg, Indiana, the Advanced Auto Parts 500. Near the front of the grid, it was G. Parilla who conquered the Dragon with a lap of 41.144 seconds, placing the Steph Sanjati Racing number 77 Kodak Dodge in first place. Next to Parilla on wall 1 was the young upstart Smurfy Bug in Smurf Autosport's Domino Toyota, performance that put everyone else on notice for the race. Row 2 featured another Steph Sanjati Racing driver, BK Glover in third place, and Team Kate Upton's DCR Raikkonen in fourth place. While row 3 had the highest placed Ford on the grid, with Michelin Racing driver Niku Driver HC in fifth place, and Swift Autosports Audi Man 2011 in the FedEx Chevrolet, closing the grid's first 3 rows. In the first lap out of 50, G. Parilla ran away with first place, making full use of Dragon-Nett's low bank turns, while BK Glover slotted the number 9 Mopar Dodge in second place, hitting a Dodge 1-2 in the process. Meanwhile, Niku Driver HC and Smurfy Bug were battling against one another for second place honors, the Portuguese driver in the number 75 edging ahead near the end of turn 2. However, GT Racer 22, who started the race in 7th place, slowly made his way up the grid, overtaking both Smurfy Bug and Niku on lap 2, after a brilliant run through turn 1. More guests were eager to join the party, with Harsk 100, Mike 458 and Swift Smith attacking the distraught drivers and disposing of the number 75 Rotozip Ford on the back straightaway. But as usual, things would not remain calm for long. Peter Souza, who was trying to move up in the grid after a bad start, ended up coming across Bane Hamlin 11:21's car, and of course the results were less than fortunate for the Brazilian Dodge driver. Souza was pushed sideways by Bane, and his car was then hit by TBW HHS National Guard Ford. Both cars entered a sideways drift and collected the unfortunate Team Kate Upton driver Doodle in his number 5 Kellogg Chevrolet, pushing him all the way into the outside wall. TB's teammate and TKU leader Yagi narrowly avoided yet another big crash after his near miss at Daytona, but still got tapped by the spinning car of Vitor Souza before escaping the scene. Doodle was not so lucky, as his car's escape route was practically closed by both Souza and TB's cars, being forced to retire due to the damage dealt to his own car after the crash. However, Bane would become an ironic victim of karma at lap 26. Yagi gave a shunt to Derwinning's number 19 Hemi Dodge, and then pushed Bane's own 66 Kikoman Ford right into the outside wall at the end of turn 1. In addition, Yagi would also push the unsuspecting DeWalt car of Formidable right into the wall at a high speed, destroying Formidable's engine headers in the process and ending his race immediately. But in reality, Formidable had been the main culprit behind the crash. Onboard footage clearly shows his car shutting the door on Yagi, who was forced upwards and straight into the path of both Derwinning and Bane Hamlin 11:21. Formidable wanted to come out on top of a three-way car battle, but the only thing he succeeded was ending his own race while damaging other cars in the process. And with 10 laps to go, Bane Hamlin's race went from bad to the absolute worst. His already damaged Ford shut the door on longtime rival Hugh Madsen, who was fighting for positions further up the field, and forced both cars to crash on the main straight. Madsen had no way to go but into the wall. Bane's car gained even more battle scars after being involved in 2 other crashes. Needless to say, Bane was forced to retire because those cars were far too stiff for his car to continue. Clearly, Dragon-Nett was not a lucky charm for the Daytona driver, and the pace car was forced to intervene while the 2 victims were gaining their bearings after the crash. The last two laps were not short on action. Eco-Driver HC was leading the pack on lap 49. It came under heavy fire by Mike 458, G Parilla, and Audi Man 2011, who were all fighting for victory. Nico and Parilla lost their own chance after going wide through turn 2, and left the battle for first place in the hands of Audi Man, Mike, and Mike's Swift Autosport teammates Racecar and Swiftsmith, who moved to the top positions on lap 50. It would be Racecar who captured first place, but teammate Swiftsmith fought back and overtook him on the back straight. However, there was one thing that neither driver paid attention to: their fellow teammates, Riley Morton in the number 95 EP.Net Chevrolet. Morton finally proved his dank worth, overtaking Swiftsmith right at the end of turn 2, and came out on top of the Advanced Auto Parts 500 with his first victory.